A Christian view of marriage. Christians believe that the binding partnership of marriage is a powerful symbol of the relationship between Christ and the Church. Getting married is a public demonstration of love and lifelong commitment between two people. For Christians, there is an extra dimension. Marriage is part of a pattern of life established by God when He created humanity. He recognized that it was better for the first man, Adam, if he had a partner, Eve. Christians believe marriage is a partnership of love made deeper through sex. Jesus acknowledged this in the Bible book of Matthew, when he said, "For this reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh." They are no longer two but one. Many Christians believe sex is so significant that people should wait until they marry before sleeping together. Like many people, Christians also believe a marriage is the best place to bring up children. Christians believe that the binding partnership of marriage is a powerful symbol of the relationship between Christ and the Church. In the last book of the Bible, Revelation, the Church is described as being dressed for Christ like a bride for her bridegroom. This means that, when at its best, marriage can show us a glimpse of the faithful, enduring love which God has towards His people. Of course, sometimes marriages fall far short of this ideal. The Christian marriage ceremony is rich in symbolism. The bride and bridegroom make promises to God and to each other. They exchange rings as a sign of those promises. They commit to stay together in good times and bad. It is a commitment for life. Prayers are said for the newlyweds, recognizing the joys and difficulties ahead and asking for God's support. Almost everyone is entitled to get married in an Anglican church, whether they go to church or not. Couples need to show one of 7 connections to the church in which they want to marry. A bride and bridegroom can also marry in a non-conformist church such as a Baptist, Methodist or United Reformed Church. But marriage is not for everyone. Singleness, with its freedom and flexibility, is described in the Bible as a gift. It is not a second-best option. Jesus himself did not get married. Singleness, with its freedom and flexibility, is described in the Bible as a gift. All marriages endure difficult moments, but Christians believe that marriages are for life. Of course, some relationships sadly break down and the couple separate. Some Christians believe that because the marriage vows are unbreakable, the couple remain married in God's eyes. This is the belief in the Roman Catholic Church, although a marriage can be declared null, as if it never happened, in some circumstances, for example, if the couple never had sex. But many Christians have accepted divorce and remarriage in some circumstances such as unfaithfulness, desertion, or where one partner is subjecting the other to violence. Christians think it is right to respond to such traumas with compassion and understanding. The issue of gay marriage is a controversial one in the Christian church. There is no one clear view. Christians with a more liberal understanding of God believe people of the same sex can marry. Some churches will carry out same-sex weddings. Others will offer a blessing for a homosexual couple but will not marry them. Christians with a more conservative, traditional understanding of God believe that celibacy is the best path for those with same-sex attraction and that marriage can only be for a man and woman.
The 7 commandments of Christian marriage. 1. You shall serve one another. A good marriage practices mutual submission. Ephesians 5:21 commands us to submit to one another out of reverence to Christ. Marriage is not a 50-50 deal. It's a 100-100 deal, each willing to surrender all to the other person. 2. You shall love unconditionally. Unconditionally means without "I'll love you if" is not the command. It's "I'll love you even if not." God commands us to love our enemies. How much more should this commitment be strong within a marriage? 3. You shall respect one another. The golden rule covers this one. Everyone wants to be respected, so in any good marriage respect is granted to and by both parties. And, by the way, I believe respect too is to be unconditional. 4. You shall put no other earthly relationships before this one. Let not man put as under is not just a good King James Version wedding line. It's God's desire for a marriage. Great couples strive to allow no one, even children, even in-laws, to get in the way of building a healthy marriage. 5. Thou shalt commit beyond feelings. The Bible talks a great deal about the renewal of our mind, Romans 12:2, for example. The mind is more reliable than emotions. You may not always feel as in love as you did the day you married. There will be tough seasons in any marriage. Strong marriages last because they have a commitment beyond their emotional response to each other. And when that's true for both parties, feelings almost always reciprocate and grow over time. 6. Thou shalt consider the other person's interest ahead of thine own. Again, we are commanded to do this in all relationships. How much more should we in marriage? 7. Thou shalt complete one another. These are obviously not the 10 commandments. They aren't even necessarily God's commandments, although I do believe they are based on the commands of God. The point is to take biblical principles and apply them to our marriage. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.